Hey guys, Dr. Will here from Miami Spine and Performance. So one of the things that I often get asked is what's the difference between, cupping versus hands-on manual therapy like active release technique versus dry needling? How do these things work differently to fix issues? So cupping is generally going to increase blood flow first and foremost. That's why you're going to see that sort of dark spot on your skin, and it's going to help decompress the tissue. So a lot of times when muscle tissue gets tight, it gets stiff, maybe you have scar tissue in there, maybe you have knots in there, it's going to clamp down on the nerves, and it's also not going to allow your blood vessels to dilate. So cupping is really just going to open everything up. So that way you can get oxygen, you can get nutrition, you can get blood flow back to that tissue to help it start to heal. Needling, on the other hand, specifically dry needling, is going to work on trigger points. So trigger points are kind of little areas of neurological sensitivity. Oftentimes, if you press on a trigger point, you can feel a palpable knot. Sometimes it will refer up. So oftentimes, trigger points in the upper trap can lead to things like headaches. And so dry needling is specifically going to target these trigger points. Hands-on manual therapy, such as active release technique, is designed to improve the interface between tissues. So for example, in your neck, in your glute, those are some of the common areas that I treat in patients. You have multiple muscles that are stacked on top of each other. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to make sure that these muscles slide together. What can happen is they can become glued together like this, and that's when you end up turning your head and having difficulty with tightness in your neck and things like that. You see all these muscles kind of pull together and hold you back. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to open that group of muscles to allow your joints to move more. When your joints can move more, they get more fluid, they're happy, you have less pain, and it helps get rid of that kind of crunchy crackiness in your joints that nobody likes. So thank you guys for watching. That's the difference between cupping, dry needling, and active release.